Today, I'd like to talk about what I believe is a new perspective to management education in India. If one were to see the evolution of management education in the country, you will clearly observe that trends in higher education have followed the economic trends and the policies that have been laid by the government of India from time to time. Let us go back to the time when India got its independence. At that point of time, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru reckoned that what the country would need is a spate of industrialization. Accordingly, the Planning Commission then decided to industrialize the country. In order to man these industries, there was a need for technical people. And that's how the IITs came into being. The Indian Institutes of Technology were created with the objective of providing the Indian industry the technocrats that would be required to drive the industry. Once this objective was achieved, the next step was to find managers to man these industries. And it is in this context that the IIMs were created. So this, I consider, has been the second phase of higher education in our country. Now, let's go one step further. You will see that today there are around 3,500 odd management schools in this country. The top of the list obviously is taken by the IIMs, followed by other institutions like ISB Hyderabad, XLRI, Jamnalal Bajaj Institute, Symbiosis, and so on and so forth, which constitute about the top 50 in the country. Now, the rest of the institutes have been good and some have been not so good. And therefore, the challenge for management education in the future is to find differentiators and anticipate trends in the management scenario. I believe that the future of management is going to be domain specific. When the management school started in the early 60s, the domains that were taught in the institute were marketing, organizational behavior, finance, and so on and so forth. And these domains were then leveraged across various sectors. But if one were to see the management education in the country today, you will see that there is a proliferation of specialized, or what we now know as sectoral management institutes in the country. You have management institutes for retail management, for rural management, for petroleum management, for port management, for communication management, and a number of such sectors. What does this indicate? This indicates that industry is increasingly demanding domain-specific management education. And it is in this context that we must anticipate management education in the future. This is the first point. The second point that I'd like to make is with a perspective of the students in mind. If you were to see MBA education in the country today, it has become almost a fashion to do an MBA. In the early days, it was adequate to be a matriculate, and therefore you did your SSC. Then came the era when matriculation was not enough and you had to do a graduation. So you either went and did an engineering graduation, a medical graduation, a BSc, BA, BCom. But today, even that is not enough. And therefore, an MBA has been added on as an added flavor to a graduate education. And everybody today wants to get into an MBA program. But the question is, do people realize what an MBA program is all about? And I believe that today, most management graduates follow what I call a herd mentality. They do management education not because they know what management education provides or how it will impact their career in future, but they do management education either because their parents are forcing them to do it, or because their peer groups are suggesting that they do it, or whatever. And therefore, it is important that we as educationists first try and understand this syndrome before we provide a good management education in the country. Today, India does not have a good counseling mechanism starting from the school level. So therefore, you will find that children today are absolutely at sea. And my statistics seem to show me that 9 times out of 10, even at a college level, students do not know what career to pursue. And therefore, it is important to help and guide these students in their future careers. And this is where I bring in what I believe is a new management perspective to management education. What we've tried to do in our education system that we are providing here at the Shanti Business School is a new perspective to management education. Another aspect is most industries now are convinced of the fact that most MBAs that come out of management educational institutions today are not employable. They come with a degree, but they don't come with the necessary knowledge, attitudes and competencies that are required to succeed at the job. And therefore it is important that right from the beginning, the screening mechanism is done well. So what we have done in our institute is to create a mechanism and an architecture so that students are guided right from the beginning in terms of their career profiles. We start off with taking a look at their background in terms of their educational qualifications, their work experiences, and any other information that we might have regarding the students. We then layer it with a psychometric test and try to understand what kind of a psychometric profile the student comes with. We then add on a spiritual quotient and a leadership quotient test, which tests various qualities that are required for management success in the future. Once this is done, we then have a very clear understanding, both from a physical as well as a psychometric system, how the student stands vis-a-vis his future. It is this that we then leverage once the student comes through a school through a very unique 5-pronged mentoring system, which engages the parent as one mentor, the faculty as a second mentor, the industry representative as a third mentor, the peer group as a fourth mentor, and an external psychologist as the fifth mentor. Indeed, some of the very insightful things that we have been able to find out and capture right from the beginning have helped us in shaping the future careers of our students. And this, I believe, is one cutting-edge factor that we have brought into our education system today. The next cutting-edge factor that we have brought into our education system rests on the hypothesis that students today are highly stressed before they even graduate out of the institute. And they add on to this stress as they go on to the industry. And therefore, we have to prepare the students for this kind of stress for the future. So what we have done is we have introduced the very unique soft skill systems of yoga, vipassana and pranayama into our institute so that the students get engaged with these systems and help themselves to lessen their stress as they go along in their future careers. So these are some of the unique features that we have introduced, apart from the other pedagogical systems where we believe that management education should be more practice-oriented than theory-oriented. And therefore, we have a huge number of practical cases, internships, etc. In fact, we have turned the usual model of internship on its head. And instead of having a 3-month internship period in between the 2 years, we have coalesced it into a 6-month internship period at the end of the program. This is a very sincere and an attempt to align the students' learning with industry requirements. We believe that the students of the future would require this kind of a pedagogy and this kind of a methodology to succeed in the future. And this is indeed what we are trying to do. There are several other initiatives that will come along, and I will talk to you about them as we go along. Thank you very much.